Today, my friends, is an interesting one for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Information just dropped about the old gen version. I was actually playing going to play some World at War, so look out for that in the near future or this weekend. But today, this news popped up all about old gen, and it's interesting. So initially, the old gen version of Black Ops 3 was going to have a 2-player campaign mode, with of course the next gen version being PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC having a full 4-player option. It was one of the cool new things about campaign, but for the old gen it's going to be sort of like pulled back a little bit because of hardware limitations and size limitations. But today they came out and said that last gen will not have any campaign at all. That means if you get the game on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, you will only be getting the zombies and multiplayer part of the game, which is a big deal, right? Now, because of this, the game is going to be reduced in price. Rather than the $60 price tag for the next gen version, it will be a $50 price tag for the previous gen version. But that's quite a big deal to launch a Call of Duty game and to miss out pretty much one of the core parts of the game is a big deal. And that's actually not the only part of the game that's actually been missing. They'll actually not have the paint shop feature, which is a huge feature for multiplayer, which allows you to customize your gun and do all of the visual customization that you will have seen maybe in some of my videos. It's a big deal. It's a huge customization part, and it's an awesome part of multiplayer that allows your guns to look absolutely epic. And it'll also not include support for the competitive esport mode. So there's a lot of things that are going missing. You're probably thinking, why? Reduced price tag is nice, but if you're playing on old gen, why is this happening? Now, when I tweeted this out, a lot of you guys were saying, as I scrolled through Twitter, literally right here, that you guys are playing on next gen, it doesn't really matter. A lot of you guys say you don't really play campaign, doesn't matter. And then a lot of you guys are confused. What about the achievements on the old gen version? What about all of us that want to play the campaign and just don't have the money to upgrade to next gen? It's valid points. Now, my assumption and my sort of reasoning behind all of this is that they don't want to do this. It's probably more of something that's forced by the fact that the hardware limitation on the old gen console is just something that they can't handle. So you guys may remember the first ever DLC weapon that came out on Black Ops 2 was the Peacekeeper. And that was added into the game, which is awesome. But as we progressed through the consoles and more DLC weapons came out, that was all based on the next gen version, especially in Advanced Warfare. All of these gun variants that have come out on consoles, they haven't been available on the previous gen consoles. And this is all to do with hardware limitation and sort of size restrictions and I believe the discs of the game, which mean that they just can't fit as much onto the next gen version of the game as they can the old gen version. I reckon that there probably would have been some discussions as to whether they should even launch the game on old gen for this game, which makes me think that if they've gone ahead and been like, we're going to stick with PS3, stick with Xbox 360, but just cut it back on campaign, that for the next Call of Duty game, obviously this is looking far into the future, it probably just won't happen on previous gen. They'll just focus all their efforts onto next gen. Now, some of you guys will be saying, well, this is just not fair, right? It's cool that the last gen version of the game is going to be coming out, and it sucks that the campaign's going to be cut, but that means that all the time and development spent on the old gen is holding back the next gen version of the game. That's not true. Treyarch are focusing fully on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC version of the game, and the old gen version of the game has actually just been ported by another development studio. So it's not taking away any of their resources, but it's clear that the old gen consoles just can't really keep up with all of the technology and all of the new stuff that's been put into the brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But this is a big deal. This is a really big deal, and I want to get your thoughts on it and let me know what you think. Are you playing on old gen? Leave a comment down below. Which console are you playing Call of Duty on, or will you be playing Black Ops 3 on? I know I'm already on next gen, obviously, and I've been playing tons on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, but I'm sure there's going to be guys out there who will be disappointed because you're playing on the old gen. So big news, guys. I'll keep you updated as more stuff comes through. Are you disappointed? Are you annoyed? It's an interesting one. But guys, there you go, some more Black Ops 3 information. I've also got some gameplay I'll be sharing with you guys very soon. I've still got tons of stuff in the beta, so make sure you're subscribing and looking forward to that. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.